Look, here's the deal. You can manifest anything that you want, including your dream body. I truly mean this and believe in this. And if anybody should know, it's fucking me, because I lost 100 pounds in a year and lost over 140 pounds within 2 years. I never went to the gym and I ate what I wanted to. I didn't eat shitty food I didn't like, and I didn't starve myself. This is what I looked like in 2019. Even if we go back a year to 2018, this is what my body was like. And this is currently what I'm working with. I'm gonna serve you some realness and I'm gonna explain to you how I did it. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say now, this is not for gym bros. This video is not for anybody who is fitness obsessed and pretentious and condescending. This is for real women and real men who live normal fucking lives, who don't want to live off of kale and do 2 days at the gym, and who are on this journey because they love themselves. Step 1, you have to give a fuck about yourself. You have to care about the body that you're putting food into and that you're moving and living in every single day. If you don't give a shit about your body, it's very unlikely that you're going to make choices that are good for it. My diet was me learning to not have an emotional connection to food, me no longer using food as a coping mechanism, me eating with intention and not to overindulge, stopping eating when I was full, not eating when I wasn't hungry, and making small choices every day to put healthier food in my body because I decided I was gonna give a shit about myself. And that's all I've done. When you eat less and you eat with intention and you eat healthier food, you're more than likely going to start being in a calorie deficit. Step 2, that is crucial for calorie deficit and goes into manifesting weight loss. We're eating with intention, right? Because everything we want to manifest in our lives, we should be doing every action with the intention that that's our goal and what we're trying to get. We live as if it's already true. We live as we know we would in the dream body that we're trying to have. You live daily life the same way. You don't have to go to the gym. You just have to think about, what are you doing throughout the day? Are you binging Netflix for hours? Are you chilling on the couch? Snacking? Are you sitting at your desk not making any effort to move around on your breaks? What could be done around you? What fun could you have? What tasks could you get done that would require you to move your body? I mean, really move it. Make you get tired. Make you feel like you did something that day. Do that. Go outside, go for a walk, do projects around the house, get on a bike, get on some roller skates, get on a skateboard. I don't care what it is. Find something that gets you moving. I stopped watching Netflix for 6 months. 6 months. So that I wouldn't be stagnant. More motion, more chances of a calorie deficit. You're doing things with intention. Yes, I want to love my body. I want to love myself. I want to like myself. And I like myself better when I spend more time outside. I like better when I spend more time with my kids playing outside. I like myself better when I do physical activities that make me feel good. That's how you manifest weight loss. And step 3, you have to not only love yourself, love your body, and be okay with where you're at right now, and accept yourself. You have to accept everybody around you. All of these societal pressures that people put on you to have a certain body image, all these times where you judge other women and you think to yourself, like, she can't pull that off, or she must be so brave to wear that, or she could lose some weight. All of that energy needs to die within you, because subconsciously, not only are you judging them, you're judging yourself. Follow me for more.
I'm hot, I'm perfect, any man would be lucky to have me. I just have to do something about that damn crippling depression.
I have a question for everybody that grew up with a toxic mom. Like, did anybody else go through a long stretch of years where you thought you had really bad daddy issues, but it turns out your mother was just a narcissist and was purposefully creating tension between you and your father due to jealousy and to ensure that she was the most important person, not only in your life and your father's life, but just in the household in general? She would constantly feed me these lines about how I was her golden child, how I kept her stable, and she was so thankful that I was such a good kid and I always listened and always helped her. But for some reason, these words of affirmation were always followed by commentary about how she was sorry that my dad didn't show me that kind of love, and how she was so sad that we weren't as close, or he wasn't as proud of me, or that I couldn't meet his expectation, and how just so unfair that she thought it was. That my dad seemed to love my siblings so much more than me, that I was an oddball out, but that only she understood me because we had such a special bond, and how she could get through all of the crazy fights that her and my dad had because they were addicts and had severe mental health issues that went undiagnosed. But she can make it through it all because she had her obedient daughter who was the only person in the world that could understand her. And then my dad would come home from work all of a sudden, even though it was us versus him, then it was them versus me. My mom would put a lot of the mothering responsibilities on me, requiring me to make sure that my brothers and sisters got to school, they were fed, got dressed, took showers, and then when my dad came home, she would feed him a story about how I thought that I was running the house, and that I thought I was an adult, and that I was being mean to my brothers and sisters, and not respecting her place as a mother. And this started in early years, as early as 8 years old. And my dad and I had so much in common. I felt like I understood him so much, and every time that we were just by ourselves, everything was always fine. And I understood why he felt for it, because my mom would be so believable. And she would make you feel so special while she was breaking you down. I almost hated my dad. I thought if he just went away, then all the chaos would stop. I thought that he hated me, that he regretted having me. I mean, my mom would go as far as to play sad songs over and over and over again and make me listen to them and sing them and tell me, like, isn't this how you feel about your dad? I remember my mom blaring Because of You by Kelly Clarkson over and over again and telling me, this is your song to your dad, huh? My song to your husband? I mean, I guess if you say so, if this is how I should feel, then I guess I feel this way. I resent my father. And this tension only continued to build and build and build and build. And by 2009, when I was 14 years old, my mom decided that she was going to leave my dad for reasons that are hers and hers alone. But then she changed her mind. She broke my dad's heart leaving. He had a suicide attempt. And she was out living her life however she wanted. Getting fucked up, not taking me to school, partying with teenagers, hanging out with randos. But when my dad came to visit us for a weekend, suddenly she had a change of heart. And instead of allowing herself to take the fall for her poor decisions, she sold this narrative that I was a problem child, that I was detrimental to my siblings and to her marriage, that her mental health was suffering purely because I existed. And she convinced my father to get in the car with all of my siblings and herself and leave me where I was at and never come back. Yeah. I don't have daddy issues. I just carry the burden of being my mother's scapegoat.
I just wanna be your secrets I have held in.
You make me a maniac, but you don't know. Well, they be like, shit is crazy, right?
Well, would you look at that? A beautiful view with a beautiful person.
Oh, you think I'm beautiful?
No. I was talking about me. Bootylicious.
We give it to the people, spread it across the country.
Here we go back, this is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Here
We lie to ourselves a lot, even though we don't always realize it. We tell ourselves that we're embracing self-love because we post a picture that's only kind of edited. We take a picture of the one healthy meal that we ate this week, not showing that we binge ate later, and we proclaim self-love, healthy lifestyles. You make a post about being a boss babe and how strong you are, pretending that there's not a little girl in there somewhere still hurting. You think if I was just prettier, if I was just skinnier, things would be easier, I'd be happier. But true happiness isn't found in an ideal jean size. Genuine love of self comes from healing that broken little girl inside and becoming a healed woman.
Don't act like I'm average. You want me home. I get you what you want. Super. You caught me under false pretenses. How long we fighting now?
I went on these dates and I would just basically do therapy sessions. I'm like, did your father ever love you? And they just start crying. Like, I would just whip out these, because I'd be so damn bored. They'd be so boring that I had no choice but to make it interesting for myself. They'd cry, and then they would just be so confused at the end of it. No one ever tried to kiss me, which I'm like, am I that unappealing? I don't know if they were scared or sad because of the questions. They never went near me, so I was just like, I'm not gonna grab you. I'm not touching.
Or, hear me out, you go fuck yourself, and I keep doing what I'm doing.
Go ahead, be gone with it. Go ahead, be gone with it. Go ahead, be gone.
It has to be perfect, and it's not perfect. And people are going to be commenting.
You're donating the flowers.
Did someone say flowers?
Fun fact, you don't need to go to the gym to get these results. Let's talk manifesting weight loss.
Energy made this one.
You said your eye. Okay.
The human body has 7 trillion nerves, and some people manage to get on every single fucking one of them.